You see right here, these come out of those encyclopedias of Marcus Garvey. Dr. Clark is on the editorial advisory board. Even the philosophy and opinions came out of that encyclopedia. Every letter, every bill, every document that had to do with the UNIA is in that encyclopedia. We understand that, I'll say Deuce, I ain't gonna get off into it. He was born in Egypt. His father could have been an Arab. His mother was Sudanese. But he was born in that element. He was already into the Turkish background, and I was wondering when I was going into the 101s, why Noble Jew Ali had this fantasy for Turk. Turk this, Turk that. How do a brother that's in America end up talking about Turkish history unless somebody then taught it to him? So this brother right here comes up out of the element. He was in the UNIA, and this is what it speaks about. Deuce. Muhammad was active in a number of social and political causes. He was one of the founders of the Anglo-Ottoman Society. The Anglo mean British. And vice president of the Central Islamic Society, both of which form part of his important involvement with the Ottoman issue, pan-Islamism, and Egyptian nationalism. He is also said to have been associated with Barakat Islam, Sufism, Turkism, and to have been awarded the honor of the Imperial Ottoman mudéjar medal by the Turkish Sultan. That's Deuce, sitting up in the UNIA. This the brother again, this is the medal. I want you to pay close attention to that medal, because I'm going to bring it back. Who is guarding the holy city of Mecca today to keep the unbelievers away? Angels. What is the modern name for these angels? Asiatics. What is the shade of their skin? Olive. Olive. Now, when you know the history, at the time which he wrote it, it was the Ottoman Turks in control of Mecca. Look it up. Why has he got this fantasy for Turks? But they want to talk to us about over here. Over here. Why is he not talking about over here? Why is it about the Turks? I want y'all to keep that in mind. This is Sultan Abdul Hamid, 1842-1918, 34th Sultan of the Ottoman Empire. Pay attention to, wait a minute, where's my sword at? I got my sword. Right there. Pay attention to that medal right there. Pay attention to that medal right there. There it is, this Ottoman Turk medal. That's the one Deuce got awarded. You see that? See it? Think I come to play a game? You think I don't know what it is? Yeah, it comes from Amun-Ra. That's the origin of it, but you can't call it that. That's not what it is. That's right. That's a sunflower. Then you can call it whatever you want to call it. Look, I guess if that's a sunflower, then that's a sunflower. Okay? It's Afghanistan. Woo! That's Afghanistan. See, if it walk like a duck and it quack like a duck, it's a duck. That's right. If he keeps speaking about Turk, 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 and then we go and see the Turkish medallion and see it on his headdress, don't say sunflower. That's right. That's right. This Afghanistan. See the map? That's a Turk.
Bring it home.
See it? Do you see it? There it is.
There it is.
There it is. There it is. But I got one so sweet, it's gonna kill it. The Ottoman Empire coat of arms. You see that medallion right there?
Yeah.
Woo! There it is. Okay? Talk to me.
Woo!
Is that it?
Yes.
All right then.
Yes, sir.
All right then. All right then. That's the one that Deuce was awarded. That's the same one. We know who you are. We've done our research. Now we go back to this. I guess this is the Circle 7 Quran, number 7. The Turks are the true descendants of Hagar. And y'all know Hagar was the Egyptian handmaiden of Abraham. The Arabs say they come from Ishmael, her son. But he says the Turks are the true descendants of Hagar, who are the chief protectors of the Islamic creed of Mecca, beginning from Muhammad I, the founding of the uniting of Islam by the command of the great universal God Allah. They keep talking about over here. But you got to go to the foundational scriptures That's what anything you're dealing with. You go to the foundation. He gonna come in here and give you Kemet, Asad, or Aset. See, I call that sprinkling sugar on shit. And you can't see the shit for the sugar. That's all it is. Drew Ali's allegiance to the Ottoman Empire is why he spoke so highly of the Turks. Let me go some more. So you see the empire of the Ottoman Turks. And you see right there, they was in control of Mecca. That's why he says they're the chief. Who was guarding the holy city of Mecca today to keep the unbelievers away? Angels. Man, they worship white people, man. I mean, let's be straight up and down with it. That's what it is. Now, I went off into, this also was in the 101. When they speak about who took the head of Satan. And it says Muhammad in 1453 in Byzantine. I went and looked the brother up, the cracker, Arab, Turk, and this is what it speak about. Stephen Rushman recounts a story by the Byzantine Emperor Dukas, known for his colorful and dramatic descriptions in which Mehmed, or Mutmut, which is Turkish for Muhammad II, upon conquest of Constantinople, was said to have ordered the 14-year-old son of the Grand Duke Lucas Nostris brought to him for his personal pleasure. When the father refused to deliver his son to such a fate, he had them both decapitated on the spot. You go in their book, they say he's the conqueror. He's a damn homosexual pedophile. Go do the research. I got the 2 books. What are the books? I got 3 books. You can write them down, go do the research. 1453. I just typed it in. That's when the Byzantine Empire was conquered by the Ottoman Turks. And you can take all 3 of them books and read on it that the man was a homosexual pedophile. It's in their books. Now, they want to say we Asiatics. But when you go to Kemet and you go to the walls, these are the Asiatics. The Nubians, the Ethiopians clearly distinguished themselves from the Asiatics. Now let me show you something. Let me show you something. Is that who it is? Is that who it is? They ain't coming to play a game. When you were spitting fire on our black, you weren't concerned about it. But now we can hit back today. Now you want Seti to go light. Can't go light today. Can't go light today. Now this one right here is in Kemet. Now you mean to tell me that ain't the same man? That's the same man. We Asiatics. Come on now. We African people. Our people came out of the womb of the Nile. The history of the Nile Valley speaks clearly of this. Egypt came out of Nubia. Nubia came out of Ethiopia. And all our people descended out of the Great Lakes region of Central East Africa. We know this to be true. Some more Asiatics. That's what they look like. The Egyptians and Nubians clearly distinguished themselves from Asiatics. Here's another. Here's another. That's him. Now you're gonna put his hat on. You're gonna put his hat on. That's the Turk hat. The Fez did not come into Africa until the Ottoman Turks. Even the Arab wasn't wearing the Fez. He was wearing the turban. Come on now. That's a Turk. And that's an original photo. That's a Turk. Do you see that? The nature of a Turk is the nature of a beast. A cracker is a cracker is a cracker is a cracker. And here you're going to talk about that they angels. Come on, man. When you can go easily get this information as a baby, don't be mad at me. You might not have known it, but you're going to know it today. Huh? Huh? That comes from them. I've been waiting on this, family. Been doing this research for a long time. That's a Turk. I didn't draw it. Don't get mad at me. They practice bestiality. Because he's a cracker.
That's right.
So you cannot honor no cracker. No way, no how. And that's what they're doing. And again, make sure they go to the foundation of their teachings. The 101s and the Circle 7 Quran. Because if they go in somebody else's book, they ain't doing nothing but cutting and pasting. Make them go to their foundational work and then work it down. Then work it down. That brother right there, Dr. Ben, is the Grand Master. He's the Grand Master. That brother right there did over 60 years of field research in the knowledge. So if anybody knows Dr. Ben, no. Dr. Ben, no. Don't come here and try to rank the history. And this brother that spent his whole life over there in the field, 360 degrees. The Moorish Science Temple should be called the Turkish Science Temple because there's nothing that is truly Moorish about them. Why would you say that, Seti? Even when you're dealing with history, if you go into the Moors in Spain, they were Orthodox Muslims. They were not reading out of a Circle 7 Quran.
That's right.
They were not reading out of a plagiarized version of the Aquarian Gospel of Jesus Christ. Huh? They were not reading out of the Unto Thee I Grant and none of that. They were Orthodox Muslims. And their center was to Mecca. The original, again, I went ahead of myself. And that's what it's saying, what I just said. So when we go to Egypt, we see the brothers wearing the fez. Excuse me, I'm coming straight up the middle. The nigga serving tea. You ain't gonna get me, I'm using everything I could use. The nigga serving tea. I mean, what does nigga mean? Nigga means prisoner.
That's right.
And when you stop saying that you a nigga, it's like you conforming. I'm a nigga. Why am I a nigga? Because I ain't free. And until I get free, I'm gonna call it just like I see it. Y'all trying to, you understand, change the seats around on a sinking ship.
That's right.
Nigga, get free. That's what you do. Worried about the words. Babies out here dying in the street, and they won't talk about Seti etiquette.
That's right.
My etiquette and babies out here dying in the street.
That's right.
Our sisters out here ain't even got no man, and the crack out here just doing anything they want to do to our women. And the only thing you can talk about is my damn etiquette.
That's right.
I need to be ashamed of y'all self. Look at these niggas serving. They setting plates for the Turk. But they say they rule us. They bringing all this science, but they setting plates. Look at them lined up getting their duties. They're getting their duties. They're about to clean this Arab's mansion. Now, what I'm saying to you, if I bring a photo, you debate a photo with a photo.
That's right.
If I bring DNA, you debate DNA with DNA.
That's right.
If I bring you a monument, if I say the pyramid of Khufu is 3000 BCE, then you bring me a monument as grand, 3000 BC, but don't say nothing at all. Don't say nothing at all. Yeah, you right. Stay with me, brother. Stay with me. See, he's setting plates. The nigga washing dishes. See, that medal right there is for the most dishes washed in a week. Right there. That's what it is. Look at it. Look at the British. It goes back to the Anglo-Ottoman Empire. Right there, you see the British overlord coming down here, and they stand in attention. Now, if I can show you these photos with them as servants, then they should be able to show you photos with the fez on as kings looking out for Africa.
That's right.
All I can show you is them in the hands of the beast.
That's right.
In the hands of the beast. Make them bring you the photos. Make them bring you actual facts. Don't debate rhetoric with this photo. Well, this is why he got it. I don't want to hear that. My brother Sarnetta, he says black power to him all the time. Can't say black power. They can't say black power.
That's right.
But you see these niggas right here.
That's right.
This cracker got his fists up, and they jump right on me.
That's right.
Come on, now. That's actual fact, baby. I didn't come here to be weak. Look at the cracker. He smiled. Got me a nigga. Okay, let me bring it up. This what it said about Deuce Muhammad, why he left the UNIA. This morning, now this come out the encyclopedias of Marcus Garvey. This morning I had an interview with Ulysses S. Poston, the Minister of Labor and Industries of the UNIA. In the course of the conversation, he informed me that the reason Deuce Muhammad Ali left the Negro world was because Garvey had asked Ali to let him see all of the matter that was to be printed in the Negro Times, the new daily paper, which is soon to be printed. This Ali refused to do, and he was told Garvey that before he would do so, he would quit the job, which he did. It seems that Garvey had been informed that Ali intended to use the columns of the Daily Times for the purpose of spreading Egyptian propaganda, and this Garvey objected to. Poston stated that Ali went immediately to the office of the persons who were spreading the Egyptian propaganda and now is employed there. Wow. So now you're going to tell me Marcus Garvey is going to allow Noble Drew Ali to put down the Moor Science Temple in his name, and he didn't just force Deuce Muhammad Ali out of the UNIA for the same reason. Come on now, but I got some more information on that. I brought that, because they brought that up last time. So I hope they got that, whatever they got out of Temple 13, I hope they got it today. What it says is right here, I'm gonna go right here. I am also enclosing for you Deuce Muhammad Ali's article under the caption, Foreign Affairs. In these articles, you will find both anti-British and Mohammedan propaganda. Each week, Deuce Muhammad Ali sends 20 copies of the paper to the official of the Turkish and Egyptian governments. You see that? You see that? That's documentation, baby. Y'all talking about Seti emotional. Yeah, I'm gonna get emotional. Because I got this heat. When you got heat like this, you're supposed to get emotional. Marcus Garvey never supported the Moor Science Temple, using his name to lure new recruits and followers. Just another case of mass deception. Why would Marcus Garvey support Drew Ali when Deuce Muhammad Ali was forced from the UNIA for the same Turkish rhetoric? Let me go into this. At each temple meeting of the Moor Science Temple, Garvey was lauded as John the Baptist who prepared the way for the coming of Noble Drew Ali. When Leonard Smith, the president of the Detroit UNIA division, cabled Garvey to report that Ali was using Garvey's name to win over followers and that the UNIA members were joining his movement, Garvey replied that I know nothing of the man referred to. It is silly for people to allow every unknown person to agitate and influence them on such serious matters. I have spoken and written enough for the people of Detroit to understand the purpose of organization and not to allow strangers to decoy and exploit them by calling on or using my name. Smith to Garvey, September 19th, 1927, and Garvey to Smith, September 21st, 1927. That's right out of the UNIA papers. So you deal with it. Now you said that he did, I brought you documentation that he did.
That's right, that's right.
Now, check this out. Deuce Muhammad Ali achieved considerable prominence with the publication of his book, In the Land of the Pharaohs, a short nationalistic history of Egypt financed by Orange, but cribbed, stolen, plagiarized largely from the writings of Wilfred Blunt, Theodore Rothstein, and the Earl of Cromer. Although critics initially praised In the Land of the Pharaohs, the book's success was soon undermined by the discovery of extensive plagiarism. Now that brings me back to Noble Drew Ali. Damn. I mean, what y'all want me to do? Y'all want me? Drew Ali is a master plagiarist and one of the more profound literary thieves of the 20th century. And I got that out of some books, but I just had to bring it streetwise. That's what they say. Chapters 2 and 19 from the Aquarian Gospel of Jesus Christ by Levi. Chapters 20 through 44 from Unto Thee I Grant. And they say chapters 1, and I mean, that ain't much, 45 through 48 originally by Noble Drew Ali. So they suppose. So you can, if you want it, I know you ain't gonna go through all these chapters, but this is how it's broken down. How the chapters in the Circle 7 Quran correspond with the chapters in the Aquarian Gospel of Jesus Christ. There it is. If you have to go back and do your research, I gave it to you. Okay? So you could go and break them down, each chapter in the Circle 7 Quran, and this is unto thee I grant, which you could get in the Rosicrucian library, which is going to bring me to the Rosicrucian. Now, I had to do the research because I said, well, maybe Noble Drew Ali got the information, what a lot of brothers said, from the same service. So the white boy Levi said he had got it from the Acoustic records. So I went to look it up in the library. They said that book don't exist. So I had to go back and do some research, and they say that the Acoustic records are records that are in the ether world, which means you got the astro project. Here we go. Here we go. Ain't gonna be no hard evidence. Everywhere you go, Lumeria, up under the water, Acoustic records in the sky. Ain't gonna be able to go back to no hard evidence now, but you got the astro project. And what you do is you come to the hall of remembrance, where the past histories of humanity are kept. So the white boy said that he seen the lost history of Jesus, came back and wrote the Aquarian Gospel of Jesus Christ. So either Levi and Noble Drew Ali astroplaned to the same damn cloud, came back and wrote it the same damn way, or it's plagiarism. Ain't no way around it. And the man copyrighted the book. Each one of them books is copyrighted. Why do they copyright books? To protect what they possessions. So they didn't intend for nobody to take them books. But another brother came to them. Uh-oh. Now, do you mean to tell me it's more than two? Tales of the Alhambra, which was published in 1832 by this white boy, Washington Irving. How's they from here? How's they Moors, and every damn document they taken from is a cracker? Don't let them bring you over here. Call them on this. Ain't nothing from over here. Everything is from a cracker. Where is their original documents? They shouldn't have to take from no cracker. They should have, they so ancient. And you mean they take them from a cracker in 1832? Call them on that. If you go to the Table of Contents, chapter 4, note on morisco architecture. Now I'm just gonna read a little bit and I'm gonna bring it back. To an unpracticed eye, the light revolves in fanciful Arab quests which cover the walls of the Alhambra appear to have been sculptured by the hand with a minute and patient labor, an unexhaustible variety of detail, yet a general uniformity and harmony of design truly astonishing. Now we're gonna go, that's Pleasant Bay's book right there, the appendix. The Industrious Acts of Muslims by the Prophet Noble Drew Ali. Now he put some of this top information up there, but if you get right here, they originated the beauties of the Alhambra, and to an unpracticed eye, the light relives and fanciful Arab quests which cover the walls of the Alhambra appear to have been sculptured by the hand, with a minute and patient labor, an unexhaustible variety of detail, yet a general ununiformity and harmony of design truly astonishing. Wow. But it go all the way down. You's a thief. Ain't no damn doubt about it. We ain't gonna come in here and cut you no slack like that. And this brother over here done done his whole life of uncovering Egypt, and we gonna take some plagiarized information from a cracker? Can't let you do it, family. Pan-Islamic National number 2, Jamal al-Din Afghani, a Persian radical who set up Ottoman Turk cells all over the world. Drew Ali's family is supposedly said to be one of them. This the low-life Arab. Why is we always come to an Arab? Now, I got this off of Brother Alim's DVD, The 101s. But it's not just him. I was doing the research and the documentation from a sister, Ravana Bay, also documents this, that his family had been initiated into a Sufic order. He's a Sufi. And he's an Ottoman Turk agent, and what the Ottoman Turks was trying to bring about is what you call pan-Islamic nationalism, or a pan-Islamic empire, where damn near half the world is up under their rule. And so he sets out, he's just the Bin Laden of his day. You understand what I'm setting up saying? I ain't saying it in a negative way. He's fighting for his cause, but somehow they ended up in his cause. Now, how can you be fighting for pan-Islamic nationalism and you can't fight for black nationalism? Come on now. Come on now. Y'all got to be real about it. Now, this is, I got this out the Black Crescent by Gomez. This is reported by Wilson, Sacred Drift, page 1516, and it's based on the unpublished essay of Ravana Bay of the Moorish Academy of Chicago. Furthermore, according to Bay, the Drew family had been settled in Newark, New Jersey in the early 1800s. There they encountered the master adept, Jamal al-Din Afghani, who was visiting the United States in the winter of 1882-1883. The Druze were then initiated into al-Afghani's political brethren of purity of the Akhwan al-Safa, Sufi, whatever you want to call it. Now this is a map of pan-Islamic, the empire they want to bring about. This is their vision. Now I'm going to blow this up so you can see this. See how it emanates from Turkey. See, this is what they're trying to bring about. So when they bring you over here and they talk about over here, you take them right here. Because this coming out the foundational work. Make him come out of the foundational work. Call him on that. Call him on it now. This the bridge, this the Anglo Empire today. They got you looking over here while these crackers and Arabs is raping our land. You can't stand for that. These same damn Turks own every gas station in Detroit, every liquor store, everything. That's right. How do they do it? Somebody signed up for that. That's right. And Dr. Clark had wrote that book, Who Betrayed the African Holocaust. Come on. We're going to have to revise that. I need some water. We're going to have to revise that. Here's your friendship treaty. Here's your friendship treaty right here. But ain't none of our friends up there. They signed a friendship treaty, but ain't none of them our friends. How the hell you gonna sign a friendship treaty while these peckerwoods is raping our sisters in slavery? That's traitor. That's traitor every day, all day. Here it is, shaking hands. So now you see this Arab is the king of Africa. They done made him the president of the African Union. How the hell you gonna be the king of, that was the headline. And they got you looking over here. Huh? Talk to me. Somebody signed up for that. Islam did not come into Africa until the 7th century AD. That's right. That's history. Now, if you want to float off in outer space and create your own world, but it's documented that there is no Islam before the Prophet Muhammad.
That's right. That's right.
Huh? That's documented. That's documented. So when they talk about Islam, Moorish, they ain't Asian, they Asiatic. See, that's the escape hatch that they're gonna jump through. Well, no, that ain't what we talking about. That ain't what we talk. We mean this. Historically, Islam did not start until the Prophet Muhammad of Arabia, around 570 AD. Now, this gonna bring in this other wench, Madame Blavatsky. Because when they go into that death chamber, that's where they going. They bringing that peckerwood beast. She's a Khazar. She came up out of that arena, teaching that Kabbalah, Sufism, all that come up out of that Turkish arena. In Egypt during the mid-1800s, Madame Blavatsky studied Sufism, Coptic Christianity, and the Druze order, which she described as a last survival of archaic wisdom. Claiming to be a student of her master, Serapis Bey, while in Cairo, Madame Blavatsky met who? Jamal al-Din Afghani. See, now we got a link. Now we got a link. We got a link. This little low-life Iranian nationalist, both Drew Ali and Madame Blavatsky, we got a link to him. And an outstanding Muslim thinker, radical political leader, and Sufi teacher. She also traveled widely often in Muslim dress, in the company of Albert Rawson, who would later write an account of his initiation by the Druze for Madame Blavatsky's book, Isis Unveiled. Here she is, the matriarch of the Moor Science Temple. When you're talking about Lemuria, she's the one that brought that into the occult teaching. When they went over there and uncovered them pyramids in South America, they immediately called it a product of Egypt. Because they knew, based on history and the